Tonight on Fever Presents the News, we get breaking news from our field correspondent, Chet Chetsky.
And after that, we've got an investigative report from our correspondent, Amy.
And before that, we check in with our man on the street, Manny on the street.
And maybe in the middle of that, we've got pandemic awareness from correspondent Maggie.
And at some point, we'll probably check in with our weather reporter, Savannah June Belmont. But before that, we get to the starting of the
Real Stories for Real People. We tell the truth so you don't have to. Like Sir Mix-a-Lot, we cannot lie. Seven Daytime Emmy Awards and counting. Voted Most Honest News by BuzzFeed News. We don't tell it like it isn't, we tell it like it is. Honest News.
In a press conference this week, Rudy Giuliani spoke for an hour and a half while what looked like hair dye dripped down his face. To comfort his supporters, he promised it was just leftover blackface.
Christian conservatives bailed Kenosha protester murderer of Kenosha protesters Kyle Rittenhouse out of jail this week. When reached for comment, the organizer of the crowdfunding campaign said, "Whoops. Okay, we're moving around on the script here. Good work on the part of whoever did that." The crowdfunding campaign said, "Good Christians know it's not murder if you're white." Like Jesus.
This week, Dr. Anthony Fauci said that Santa has innate immunity and won't spread COVID-19 on Christmas. When reached for comment, President Trump said it's ridiculous since everyone knows COVID isn't real. Fake news.
In the last 2 weeks, Pfizer has announced a 93% successful COVID vaccine and Moderna one at 95%. And as always, I am 100% that bitch.
The Sturgis motorcycle rally led to an outbreak in Minnesota, a news report says. COVID-19 infections went up too.
Rachel Maddow returned to the air last night after time away to help her COVID-infected partner and said, "Whatever you do not get this thing," prompting every liberal mother to email their kids, "Whatever you do not get this thing." Thanks, Mom. I know.
Florida this week was named a finalist for U.S. Space Command headquarters, which I guess is good if we want to send COVID to space.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is getting an international Emmy for his use of television during the COVID-19 pandemic, which is hilarious because his brother Chris Cuomo does television for a living and doesn't have an Emmy. Either way, the only Cuomo who matters to me is Kaylee Cuoco.
In Canada, the province of Alberta issued a warning to citizens that said not to push moose away from their cars, even if they try to lick their vehicles. Canada is so funny.
This week, Ben Carson, an actual doctor, announced that he took an unproven COVID-19 treatment recommended by MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, an actual idiot. The United States is so funny.
Atlanta just appointed the city's first LGBTQ affairs director, which really is the feel-good story of the year. LGBTQ folks just got the right to marry 2 years ago, and they're already having so many affairs, they need a director. Way to go, friends.
Bud Light announced it is coming out with its own gaming console. The only way to get it will be to have the homeless man in front of 7-Eleven buy it for you.
Twitter announced they'll be transferring the POTUS handle to Joe Biden on Inauguration Day. Word's out still on when they'll be transferring me the handle for at Kim Kardashian. I want that handle, Kim.
A Florida retiree wrestled a puppy from the jaws of an alligator on Tuesday. Unfortunately, the puppy was unable to wrestle the retiree from the jaws of Florida.
In Washington, a Mount Rainier hiker was essentially dead for 45 minutes until a team of Seattle doctors revived his heart. In related news, all non-essentially dead hikers will be revived in the Tier 4 phase of reopenings.
Hurricane Iota is forming off the coast of the southeastern United States. So Iota, go to IKEA or
I oughta save ya. Let's go to our next segment. Weather updates with Iota. I mean Savannah, June. Savannah.
My mouse is frozen, so we're just gonna have to stay with you, Bree. If you could just say a few things.
Sure. I love weather. I love sunny weather. I love rainy weather. You know, sometimes I even like when I get snowed in because then I get to sit inside and watch a lot of Netflix. I love it. I love all the weather. I mean, except for floods. Floods aren't great.
Thank you for
Neither
that,
are.
Bree. Now we
You're
do have
welcome.
Savannah June Belmont here with us at this point, which is very, very exciting. Savannah June, you're on.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for having me. I'm plumb tickled to be here as your new meteorologist. I'm coming to you straight from Alabama, Action News 8 in mobile. Hello, y'all. I just want y'all back home to know that I am doing fine and I have not yet been corrupted by the big city.
Well, just give it some time.
What, Ezra? Should I be on my second marriage like you?
Okay, I don't know how my personal life is relevant here. How about that weather?
How about that weather indeed? It's another beautiful day here in Los Angeles. The Lord is smiling down upon us, even though this city is a godless cesspool of idolatry and pedophilia. Let's take a look at the current temperatures. Right now, it's 75 downtown, 79 in Santa Clarita, and along the coast, it's, now who put that sinful number on the map? Was it you, Ezra? I don't know what kind of sex cult rituals y'all are getting into, but I'm a good God-fearing girl. You hear me?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
All right. Well, I hope so. I hope so for your soul, Ezra. I hope that you hear me. Y'all should enjoy that sunshine while you can. The days are getting shorter now. Let's look at our sunrise and sunset times. So this morning we had sunrise at 6:35 a.m. and sunset today was, you know what? This is just completely inappropriate. You know what, Ezra? I saw that CBD oil in your dressing room, and I don't know if I can work with someone who dirties his mind with the devil's weed. I'm keeping my eye on you.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Well, you know what? That's for the good Lord Jesus Christ to decide, isn't it? Anyway, I hope y'all are enjoying this lovely weather that we're having today. Overnight, we got a nasty storm blowing in from the Pacific. Now, this storm is developing because Brianna makes her husband stay at home with their babies so she can selfishly focus on her career. But that's what happens when the commie left-wing media brainwashes half the uteruses in this country. So y'all just gonna have to deal with it. There's gonna be high winds, heavy rains, and mudslides. And that's divine retribution for you, Brianna, for rejecting your God-given role as an obedient wife and mother. I hope it was worth it.
What?
Let's go ahead and take a look at the week ahead, shall we? Now, as you can see from the 5-day forecast, oh my dear sweet Lord in heaven. Oh my God.
What's wrong?
Do you know what those numbers add up to? Oh, no, of course you don't, you heathens. 666, the number of the beast. Oh, I should have known this was coming when I heard Greg listening to that devil's music before the show. I mean, really, this is all your fault, Bobby.
Bobby's Taylor Swift.
Yes, Bobby's listening to Taylor Swift, and it is bringing hellfire down upon us all. Los Angeles, you are in for a whirl of hurt. We are talking rivers of blood, fire raining from the sky, and frogs. Lots and lots of frogs. And I'm not talking cute little tree frogs. I am talking ugly, nasty toads with sharp teeth and claws.
Whoa, Savannah June, calm down, okay? You're gonna make our viewers panic. I mean, this is LA. People lose their minds when it drizzles.
Oh, I hope people are panicking because maybe that'll make y'all repent. How about that, Ezra? You gonna beg the Lord for forgiveness for only praying to him when you want the Lakers to win? What about you, Brianna? You gonna ask the Lord to show you mercy for skipping church every Sunday so you can go to brunch and drink bottomless mimosas? Y'all are sinners and y'all brought this on yourselves. Repent and you will be saved. Sin and you will burn in the flames of hell for all eternity. I swear on my life, you all need to repent. Repent right now. I am here.
You meteorologist Savannah June Belmont, everyone. Sorry about that.
Oh, who hired her?
I don't know. CBD oil is legal.
It is legal, and it works well. And what's wrong with brunch, really?
Nothing.
What's wrong with a little brunch?
Nothing. And 2 marriages. I mean, why does she have to bring up that my first wife died? It's not my fault.
Yeah. And why does she have to talk about my husband staying at home? He's a great stay-at-home dad.
This woman is stuck in the past, and honestly,
Phyllis Schlafly over here. Yeah.
She was right about Bobby, though. Let's actually go to Bobby right now. Bobby, you're on the air, and we'll have a slideshow for you in just a minute. So say.
Thank you. Hey, it is that time. We were in the middle of the NFL betting season, and Bobby O'Brien's betting best bets is here for you right now. So we're gonna go over. We're gonna start off with the game. We're in the 11th week. Here are my 3 picks. We've got Cowboys versus Vikings. Now, I don't know how many of you have the Discovery Channel, but if you're watching, Vikings are pretty vicious. They invaded a lot of countries. They are very good at the tiny little thin boats they rode around in. They were just dominant. However, Cowboys, they have horses. Vikings didn't have no horses. Well, Cowboys could run away from the Vikings, but that is not in the Cowboys' nature. Why? Because the Cowboy is usually the proud owner of either a Winchester, a 6-shooter, or more than likely both. So, my pick for Cowboys-Vikings, Cowboys by 6. Take the +6. Definitely take the spread. All right, on to the second one for the day. We got a very exciting one. It is my love of my life, Patriots versus the Texans. Now, here we have another classic battle. The Patriots, the people who founded this country, excellent shots with rifles. They could take out a long shot. They could take out a short shot. They even had them pointy bayonet things at the end. I'll tell you what, how do you make a rifle last? You put a pointy thing at the end. That's what my father used to tell me. But Texans, I have to give a credit. There is a little credit of don't mess with Texas. Again, you want to talk about an armed population. Let's talk about Texans. But I got to go with the Boston strong team. That's going to be my Patriots. And I'm going to give them by 9 because fuck Texas. All righty. Here's my final third pick for this week. Week 11 of the NFL. Lions versus Panthers. Your classic cat-on-cat battle. This is a real tough one to call. They're both large cats. They both rule their roost. I don't know if any of you have seen the Tiger King. I know neither one of these teams are the Tigers. We're not doing the Bengals this week. But big cats are dangerous. I don't know which one's more dangerous, a lion or a panther. So I went to the zoo to kind of go check them out. And I noticed that the lion had a much larger enclosure than the panther. And not only that, but that lion, he had his wife, he had a couple of Goombas on the side. You could tell he was living large. So, given all that he's living large, I'm going to give my pick to Lions by 2. And it's not more because they're going to be tired. And also, let's get points. They're in Detroit. There's some nasty people. I don't know if people in Charlotte can take out somebody from Detroit. That's just me. I won't go there on vacation. Not with jewelry. All right, let's move on. Here we go. This is going to be my bonus pick of the week. A lot of talk about this between the Dolphins and the Broncos. All right, so it's a tough call. They're both very much masters of their domains, whether they be a dolphin in the ocean or a Bronco riding up in top of the Colorados. So it really depends. And this game, friends, is at Denver, which gives the Broncos a huge lead. But let me tell you something. I went down to Florida. It was just wicked hot down there, but it was a vacation. And my wife and I and little Bobby Jr. with little babyette, we wanted to go do the swim with the dolphins thing, And that dolphin pushed me around and picked my mother pocket. So dolphins, crafty, wily, they do tricks. I can see one finding a way to do that flipper thing all the way up a channel, all the way into the mountains. So my pick or bonus pick is the Dolphins by 6 and at point blank range. This is it. This has been Bobby O'Brien's Weekend Picks for the NFL Week 11. Please check out my website, Bobby'sBettingBetterBets.com.
Well, thank you so much, Bobby.
Hey.
Thank you, Bobby.
Wow.
All right.
I think he thinks that the mascots compete. I'm not sure.
That's also what I got, Ezra. I felt like it took me a second to realize that that's what was happening, but yeah, it definitely seemed like once we got to Broncos versus Dolphins that it was very much the animals versus each other, which is not how sports work. I'm not a
It seems like you're battling with your internet right now, which is also not how sports work. Well, let's move on to our next segment here, which is our man on the street, Manny on the street. Manny, just give us a thumbs up when you're feeling like you're able to come onto the stream here, and we'll get started when that happens. And until then, oh, there he is. Okay, Manny in the street, welcome, Manny.
Manny,
we can't hear you.
hello.
You're just being quiet. Manny. Oh boy. Manny,
Maybe the street is very dark. That's what I'm getting.
I'm getting the sense that on the street right now, there's not a lot of light.
It's a very dark street. It's a very dark street, very quiet.
Mm-hmm. It seems to me like there's not a lot of noise or light on the street at this moment.
This is a very nice place to live, probably. Very quiet, very not a whole lot of street lights invading your room.
I do see something. Okay. Well, that looked like either a foot. Oh, there. Manny, we can't hear a thing you're saying. Not even one thing. Not even the sounds of the closet, which it seems like you're in a closet. Manny. Oh, boy.
Oh, Manny.
We still can't. This is interesting because prior to the show, we did test your microphone and it worked, but now we can't hear you.
Technical difficulties always happens on the news.
It seems crazy that a professional news organization such as whatever we're called,
Fever News.
Right. No, we still can't hear you. Manny, I have no idea what happened because, again, before the show, it was working just fine.
Is this a soundproof
somebody out there?
closet?
Oh, yeah. Did you soundproof the closet? Now nobody can hear what's happening inside of it? Oh,
Is that how soundproofing closets work? I feel
Is
like
there
that's
somebody out after you?
Oh
Maybe I have
no.
to ask. Oh my God.
What is Oh my goodness.
Oh dear.
This is a dangerous closet. I don't like this closet.
Oh my God.
Mm.
Oh my God, Manny.
Oh my goodness.
It seems as if the street might not be safe.
I think he might be off the street.
We still get. Oh, you're absolutely right. I didn't even consider that. He's not on a street at all.
He's not even on a street.
He's inside. I think
I
my
think he's
producer is
trying.
saying we should probably cut away from him, but I just have to see what happens. Oh, he's saying to cut away from him too. He's sorry. Okay. Manny, are you going to be all right? Manny, just give us a thumbs up if you're going to be okay. I read your lips. Yes.
I can feel his
No, I'm not
screams.
gonna be okay. I'm gonna die.
Oh, I don't like that. We should cut away before he dies, or else we're gonna have to get a reporter
I
on
agree.
that. That's a whole mess.
Wow, what was that?
You know, there was a man. I don't know if there was a street, really. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, last time we sent Manny on the street to the street, he did show us a street and he talked to people. This time it turns out he's alone in his apartment. Or maybe there's somebody there. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, maybe. I really couldn't tell either. I just heard nothing, but I felt
Me too.
scared.
I also felt scared. At one point I thought, it seems like that man is being hurt.
I also thought that, but then I was like, no, that doesn't happen in real life.
News. Right, we're not watching an HBO. Anyway, let's get to our next segment, which is with our investigative journalist, Amy Lieberman. Amy, welcome to the show.
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Sure can.
very well.
I'm not on the street, but I'm glad you can hear me inside. Inside where I always am. Listen, I know that you're not in the studio together. Why is that? COVID. And because of COVID, so many more of us have been forced to work under trying conditions in our home offices. So I went undercover into my own office, my own home office, to reveal to you the abhorrent working conditions in my office. And I want to show you what I found.
Okay, let's see that now.
Here I am entering the office. Well, that's what they call it, at least. Bed, messy, some sort of storage. I don't even know what's behind that door. Lots of pictures of people staring at me all day, judging me. Finally, the desk area. Or should I call it the trash pile? How did any of this stuff even get here? I see food, I see drink, I see nail polish. It's a disaster. This trash can has not been taken out in weeks. Literal weeks. This is the kind of food they supply us with. Who makes a snack out of chickpeas? Disgusting. How long has this coffee been here? No way to tell. Look at this fire hazard. There are literal animals infesting my workspace. Look at this creature. Animals. Look at this keyboard. It's not ergonomic. Look at this wall above my monitors. No decorations. And is this supposed to motivate me to work out? Because really, it's just pissing me off. Trying to remind me that I'm actually an attorney. These books aren't going to get opened. This book is out of date. Ugh, look at this guy. Constantly judging me. Deciding whether my work is good enough. No one who works in this office plays any instruments. No idea. There is a trombone in this office. Completely unnecessary. Oh, this guy. Guy in the office next to me, constantly harassing me, trying to get me to sleep with him. Sometimes they make me go and work in the bed. If you can call this a bed. Covered with laundry. It's a nightmare. It is not okay.
Wow. What an investigative report.
I just
Wow.
think it's really important to make these atrocities known. I'm starting up a GoFundMe. We're going to be contributing to Hell Office restoration. I'm just hoping we can all get out of this alive.
I am praying for you, Amy. That is hippies? Hippies?
I know.
I don't.
Who thought that was a good idea?
You know, I'll break my rule of only praying for when the Lakers need a win, and pray for you as well.
Thank you
I'll also send thoughts and good vibes.
so much. Thank you.
And for me, I'll send thoughts too.
I'm doing this.
And in fact, vibes.
I'm doing this for all the little people out there that have to work in my home office.
And
I hope no one else has to work in your home office.
That is just you, isn't it?
I would hope it's just you.
Thank you.
Well, no, that was more of a. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you, Amy. Wow, I think
Heartbreaking.
doesn't have the impact she thinks it does, but definitely heartbreaking.
All those instruments going unplayed in an
That's true.
office.
That is sad.
That is sad. She should start a band. That's what she should do.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Wait, I think we have some breaking news with our field correspondent, Ryan.
Oh, you're absolutely right. We have breaking news from Ryan. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I am Ryan, also known as Chet Chetsky. Thank you for having me. I am here live on the scene, as you can see. I'm here as the story develops, and as you can see, we have quite a situation out here.
We certainly do. And do you consider this street to be busy?
Oh, it's very busy out here. People are everywhere. You know, they're out shopping. They're out living their lives. That is correct. Yeah, it is very busy.
Mm-hmm. And just so folks at home know, this is that Whose Line Is It Anyway bit.
This is not that Whose Line Is It Anyway bit where Colin Mockery can't see what's behind him.
Okay, and it's not the case that our field reporter Chet Chetsky does not see this video and is in fact trying to figure out what it is. But I do think it's interesting to see how many people are moving around out there.
They're moving around. They are moving and a shaking. It is a bustling town out here. And you know what? They're a little panicked as well. What's your take on the situation?
Bree, any thoughts on the situation?
I mean, it definitely seems busy. Definitely a lot of movement. I imagine that this is a busy time of day for these people.
It is certainly a busy time of day for these people. They're moving, they're shaking, but you know, sometimes you got to get out there and just dance your journey.
That's right. I do think dancing comes at the intersection of fun and joy sometimes.
Absolutely. That's a great observation. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like there's always there's a headlight at the end of the tunnel of this story here. I would hope.
There absolutely is. We are, you know, it's developing, but we are optimistic about the situation at hand. And as we all know, there are people, they are moving around, they're dancing, perhaps among the cars.
We haven't seen any active dancing, but we have seen quite a bit of crossing.
There's been a lot of crossing.
Yes. A lot of crossing. That's because we are here at an intersection, and it is a busy intersection.
That's absolutely right. Now I'm getting word that we have another breaking news story. Let's get right to it.
We do have one.
Ryan, you're there as well.
I'm here on the scene as the story develops. That is correct.
Right there with a very big celebrity.
Oh, that's right. We have got the exclusive story with this celebrity. It was hard. It was hard to get an interview, but we got it. We're here on the scene.
It seems as though you've been invited to join a family.
It looks like a pastry sort of event.
It looks like a what sort of event?
A pastry event. It looks like they're eating pastries. That's what I'm getting.
That's right, and they've invited me to be here, just like one of their own. I finally feel like I'm a part of a family, and it just so happens I was also hungry. So this is a great day for me. We're here at the event with these celebrities or celebrity, however way you look at it, and I'm getting ready to eat some pastries.
Certainly more than one celebrity, although they all do have the same last name.
They all have the same last name. That's the thing about these people. That is correct. Yeah,
Great
you know,
deal.
they had a famous father, as we all know, and so it set them up really well. You can see here that the Kardashians are in full swing.
Oh, the Kardashians didn't make it, actually.
They
not
didn't make it. Wait, let me check.
They very likely got an invite to this event, but no, they weren't able to be there, as far as I understand it. The twins
as-
seem to be having a good time. Or they're not twins, but some people think they're twins, like me.
Oh, they're grilling. They're grilling. Wow. What a wholesome event.
They're not twins, right, Bree?
It
No.
certainly is wholesome out here. They're not twins. No, they are not twins. I actually just asked them right beforehand if they're twins, and they laughed and they said no. But they all do have the same last name, so you are correct about that.
Well, I should say of course,
It's a very common last
their
name.
almost equally famous mother has a slightly different last name that includes a hyphen.
Yeah. Yeah. hmm
Hmm.
Yeah,
they
we
in-
can confirm that on the scene. That's correct. What's that, Bree?
Are they in Bel Air right now?
They certainly.
Miami.
They're in Miami. Okay.
Miami or Bel Air?
hmm
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know, I get those two places mixed up all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure they do too, because one of them is famous for welcoming people to Miami, and the other one is not.
Ah, yes. You see, it was really hard to get this interview with the Smiths, but we got it here on Fever News.
Wow, and what an exciting day to have it. I mean, yeah, the Smiths, but I feel like there's something more specific about this pastry event.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
there is something more specific. That's why I'm out here to figure out what's specific about this pastry event. The thing is, Will Smith and his kids and Pinkett Smith, they are all eating pastries at this event.
One specific big pastry shared and cut. What a good time to grow up.
Absolutely. As you can see, they are cutting into a wedding cake.
Hmm.
Nope.
That is not what is
They
happening.
cut into a different cake. At this point, they're mostly
check.
just laughing and celebrating how much older Jaden's getting.
And experiencing a really great view of the ocean.
Yeah, well, you know, he is aging just like all of us do, and so he is having a birthday.
That's right. It's Jaden Smith's birthday party.
It's Jaden Smith's birthday, and I am just thrilled to be here. I believe we have I'm gonna go to one more location. Am I right?
Okay, yeah, we can do one more location. Sure, here we go. Oh,
I'm probably over time.
Well, let's see if you can get it. I mean, this is nostalgic for when I was a baby.
Oh, me
Wow.
too. Me too. I'm just getting all the nostalgia feels over here on location at the scene.
That is a long limo. That is perhaps the biggest limo I've ever seen.
Yeah, we refer to that
like,
as a stretch limo.
Oh,
I would
stretch
say
limo.
it's stretched
Okay.
beyond the bounds of what's possible in the real world.
I would say so too. I would say that is a very stretchy limo. That is like it is the longest limo I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's the longest limo I've ever seen in my entire life, and I just can't believe that I'm here actually witnessing it. None of us can. My camera crew right here, we are just flabbergasted.
Mm-hmm. A
Yeah.
cartoonishly large limo, if you will.
It certainly is cartoonishly large. It really
wow.
is.
These parents look they're looking at us from an up angle as if we're smaller than them, which is interesting. It's weird that the camera is at this angle.
It is weird, and that was a choice by my cameraman. He's getting a little artsy. We wanted to show that they are, in fact, bigger than us.
Wow. Big as in like their wealth. I mean, they had a huge limo. I'm trying to understand what it is that's being represented.
I'm trying to
here.
understand it
limo
too,
part was
Brianna.
a little confusing. The limo part was a little confusing because it's not a main feature of this event, but it certainly was something that we saw at the beginning.
That's right. I wasn't even going to bring it up, but there was a lot more to this scene than the limo. Of course, there are people who are looking down on us, but not figuratively down on us, but physically down on us.
Absolutely, absolutely. And now it seems as though the animation style has changed, which is a surprise to everyone. But
Things are always changing around here.
that's certainly true. I do love the way that this backyard reminds me of when I was a little tyke.
Oh, I'm here and I just see it and I just think about my mom, my pa in the backyard and just being a little kid, you know, and running up and my dad going, "Hey, there's sport." Here we are in the backyard because we would be children, and so we would be looking up at our parents.
Certainly, certainly.
Mhm,
Certainly.
mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
I always wished my last name was a food.
Me too.
Me too. Me too. I do too.
Uh-huh.
I certainly do wish my last name was a food.
Yeah, it'd be so fun to have a little brother with a name that was a joke about that food.
I wish I was as coherent as
Right.
when I was a baby. These children
Mhm.
are very intelligent.
They are very smart, and that's some of us are just born smarter than others.
Some are born
And
smart, some are born lucky to have a dog like Spike.
I wish I was a twin. Look at those cute twins.
yeah, look at those cute. That's
On
right.
the-
Yeah, you got the twins. You got the dog. You got Jesse. You got Rebecca in the house there as well.
No, I don't know who they
I
are.
don't know who those people are. I haven't seen a
It's
Rebecca.
animated. That's right. I forgot it's animated. Where I am.
Right. Oh, you were thinking of being in the Full House like you were last week. No. Thank you for that report. But no, this one is from a very different channel.
Yeah. The thing about that is there's so many channels.
What I would like to know is how you are coexisting in this seemingly animated world. How is it that you're able to report in this environment?
It is puzzling to me as well. But that's the sort of thing when you're a reporter, you got to adapt to certain situations that arise. And here I am.
Including 2D. 2 dimensions.
Yeah, it is 2 dimensions. But you know what? My reporting is not 2-dimensional. I cover all the angles.
I love that you said the word puzzling because these babies are so well known for solving puzzles and getting themselves out of trouble. I mean, gosh.
The babies?
Yeah.
Yeah, babies.
They are so well known for solving things and getting out of certain situations.
Getting caught in rugs.
It does seem like there's a leader. It does seem like there's a leader baby in this group. Does it seem that way to you, Ezra?
It does seem like a leader. I got an interview with him later on. Tommy Pickle. He will be speaking. Is it?
Wow.
Yes.
Perfect timing because the video is loading again. But
perfect. And that was probably 20 minutes. And thank you so much for hearing this breaking news. I'm signing off. This is Chet Chetsky.
What excellent coverage. Oh, whoops, that's still going. What excellent coverage. Wow. That was fun. I don't think Chet knows where he is.
I don't think Chet knows where he is either. I'm not sure he has ever known where he is, and he somehow finds himself in these places, and it seems to work out pretty well. We get some good coverage, at least.
It certainly does. Well, speaking of good coverage, we have great coverage coming up from our chief pandemic awareness officer, Maggie. Maggie, jump on in here.
Hi, I'm so excited, guys. Thank you for having me, and thank you for promoting me in the circumstances of us having a pandemic. And you guys said to go out and just like cover the virus and cover viral infections. So I made a viral video for you guys, so we can just check that out and you can see my coverage. I got so much inspiration from Amy and her videos and her hard-hitting news. I just want to do the same thing with the real hard-hitting viral coverage.
Great. Well, let's take a look at that.
It's the holiday
right now.
season. Holiday season means packages. I got a really awesome package today. COVID-19 self-collection test kit. Super easy to order. You can send it to your friends, your family, anyone that you gave COVID to at Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. Great for the holidays. Let's open it. What do we got inside here? Important information, probably about SARS-CoV-19. Ooh, a list of everything inside the box. You guys can see it close, but there's a little thing of saline. How exciting. So my COVID germs can get back to the lab where they can be accurately processed and counted. Foam thing, this is going to go up my nose. A registration code. A specimen bag. Just like in a zombie movie, you could have your very own biohazards. I'm just doing something super, super easy. Just registering my kit.
3 hours later.
All registered. Woo. Do not drink the liquid. It's not alcohol. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hope you all voted for Joe Biden, so we don't have to do this anymore. Okay. Yeah, I put it on my other nostril twice. Not sure why I did that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's right there. Might be my germs. ASMR check. This goes in here. Back in the bag. Look how satisfying this is going to be when I pull this thing off. Just like, well, maybe if I can get it. If I can get it to come off, it's going to be really satisfying. Okay, guys. There we go. And
A few moments later.
I feel like I work for the Postal Service, and hey, maybe they should hire me. It seems like they need some help.
75 years later.
Okay, here we go. All right, back to be satisfying. Ah, going back to the lab.
1 eternity later.
I don't have COVID. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more fantastic COVID-19 pandemic content.
Wow, I couldn't be happier that you don't have COVID. I'll tell you that much. Oops,
Me too. It's the best news I've gotten all week. And isn't what that the news is for? Is a little bit of good news. I don't have COVID, and you guys can follow me on TikTok at Quarantine Queen for more COVID updates, suggestions about washing your hands, wearing the cool mask and making sure like your mask matches your hoodie, dance moves. I got it all.
Well,
I love that.
We've never had a viral correspondent before.
No.
Yeah, I think it's a really good fit, and I think I should be full time even when the vaccine goes out.
Well, it's not up to us to make hiring decisions on the air.
No. We've been there.
Well, thank you so much, Maggie. I hope we get more updates soon.
Oh, you will. You will.
Hope it's a negative result next time as well.
It better be.
Oh yeah, only the negative.
Only the negative.
Well, Brianna, what a day of news.
It's been a lot of news, a lot of variety. We've covered pretty much every type of news there is to cover on our critically acclaimed news station. And we're going to do it again tomorrow.
As we do every day, we do the news,
Every
and
day.
we always do news. Now, would you say that there's anyone we should be thanking at this point?
We should be thanking the Pack Theater.
Yeah, thank them.
Yes, the Pack Theater called Pack. twitch.tv/pack theater. And
Thank your internet provider and hope they give you something better.
and thanking all of our correspondents tonight. Thank you
Mhm.
all
We
for
had
making the news. Great.
Savannah June Belmont, Bobby O'Brien, Manny on the street. I hope he's okay.
hope he's
Maggie,
okay.
of course, and Amy. Wow, what a good show.
And
Follow
Chet.
at fevercomedy.la. I said Chet, but let's say it again. Chet Chetsky, what a great name. Oh, it's okay. Hey, Brianna, you know who else I want to thank? I want to thank you.
I want to thank you.
Oh, wow.
You're a great anchor. Thank you for being my co-anchor with me every night, covering the news.
You're a great anchor. And thank you as well. And we should probably just stop what we're doing right now and let the show end. But I do want to say follow fevercomedy.la for more of our important news. And thanks to the Pack Theater for having us in the show. Stick around. Dark Matters is at 10 o'clock, which isn't not very long.
Stick around. See ya.
All right, bye.
See ya.